everyone. Thanks so much for tuning in to the Reaching New Heights podcast with me, Megan Gallagher. Today, we have such a fabulous guest on the show. She is a dancer, singer, songwriter, and creator of Twerkout, which is an inspired fitness class that is all about being confident in your skin. Please, everyone, help me in giving a warm welcome to Lexy Panterra!
That's a pretty good intro. Thank you.
Of course. Lexy, thank you so much for being on my podcast.
Thanks for having me. I'm just finishing my taco. That's it.
I love it. It's real life.
How are you?
I'm good. This quarantine, I feel like I'm slowly losing my marbles. All my roommates are gone, but staying positive.
I mean, sometimes roommates are a pain, and sometimes I guess you want roommates, huh?
Right? It's like when they're here, I'm like, when they're not here, I'm like,
Yeah, I know people are going crazy, some people.
I know, it's not good. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. And I'm such a fan of yours, by the way. Like, I myself, I'm gonna be totally honest, I love twerking. I'm obsessed with twerking. And I think it's so cool that you made like a career out of it, because it's like everyone loves to twerk, but not everyone has the confidence like to just do it in front of people. Like, seriously.
For some reason, it's like one of the things that I'm like least afraid to do. Like I'm scared to perform singing and twerking, like even dancing, like choreography. Like if I'm doing a full choreography like thing, I get nervous. Twerking is so like, it just comes so natural and easy for me to do that it's just, I like to do it. I don't know. But like anything else, I get really nervous doing. But I found
No way.
Rapping makes me feel the same way as twerking. I don't get nervous at all when I'm like practicing or performing and doing rap in front of somebody.
Dang, that's so crazy. Like I literally, I'm the girl like practicing like twerking and like all this stuff in my room at nighttime. I'm like,
All of us are. I think everyone has a little bit of that in them.
Yes, it's so true. It's so powerful. So
I gotta bring it out of people. That's what my goal. It's always my goal. I don't know why. It's just I like to do that.
well, it's empowering because like truly, like we only have one life to live, and it's just fun just to do stuff and to like realize, oh my gosh, wait, I didn't know I could do that.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I say. I say also a lot of people don't know their bodies. Like they don't even pay attention to their own body parts. So I don't know. I like to make women aware of, get in touch with your body, see what it does, have fun. That's what I'm about. There's a huge helicopter, the biggest helicopter I've ever seen. It was big. It was really big.
Oh my God. No, like, I mean, I love that. I love connecting to my body, and I've done that my whole life through dance. Like I've been like acting and dancing since I was like 3 years old. And always like, if I feel anxious or stressed or just like disconnected or out of my body, I just literally like will turn on music and start dancing. And like, that's just
really good to let go. A lot of people don't know how to do that. It's hard because I don't know, you feel vulnerable and stupid.
Yeah.
But if you get over that, it's cool. It ends up feeling good.
Yeah, I love that. So Lexy, I would love to know, growing up when you were younger, what inspired you? Like, did you grow up as a dancer, or did you always know you wanted to just be a creative, badass entrepreneur?
I always wanted to dance and perform and sing and stuff. Always wanted to do that. That just came supernatural for me. And then the business, I guess, I just loved money. So I always was trying to find ways to sell something in like school, or like I was always doing that. And my dad does business. So I just kind of got it from that, I guess. I don't know. I wouldn't say that I'm great at business either, because I don't think I'm good at business. I think I'm better at creative situations and like having visions and trying to do them and do them, rather than the whole business aspect of everything. But yeah, I don't know. I guess the things that I have done has just been motivation, I guess money and a couple icons here and there, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to say, girl, like you are killing it at business. Like you got a huge following. Like you're doing amazing.
It's still a hustle though, entertainment in general. So it goes up and down, and it's like, you have to know. Yeah. It's just like you're forced into doing it.
Yeah, that's so true. Do you, like, how, when you want to write a song, or has there been one song in particular? Because I personally love Used to Know, by the way. That's literally one of my favorite songs to twerk. Like the music video, it's so effing cool. And it's just like,
Mm-hmm.
like when you're writing a song, is there a process, or do you just feel like?
I always have to be in the studio if I'm writing. I don't like to write alone and like in my room, like writing a poem. Like I'm not like that. Like I'm gonna go to the studio and I'm gonna listen to a beat and that something is gonna jump off and I'm gonna like sing about it, or a melody comes out first and then I write to it. That's usually what happens. Is I go in, I listen to the beat, I do a bunch of melodies and I record them, and then I figure out which ones I like together, and then you add music or add lyrics to it after, and then you re-record the whole thing.
That is so cool.
Lucky, you can freestyle most or some of it too, and that could also be the take, because those sometimes are the best takes.
That's so cool.
But people do different. Like I used to not be like that. I used to just try to write first, and then I found out that doesn't really work for me well, so I had to switch it up, and I didn't even know that switching it up was a thing.
Yeah.
So it's cool that I learned or experienced that from another artist that taught me that. I'm like, oh, let me try that. You know, it was cool. It's a actually really cool experience I had.
Yeah, that's so incredible. Like I always, like, I've loved performing too. Like, even though like growing up, I was like, oh my gosh, you know, I had body image issues and I'm like, like being on stage, like Jim Carrey, Ace Ventura, like the goofy, funny comedy.
I love that stuff.
Yeah, me too.
When I was little, I used to watch him a lot. I used to love him. He used to make me laugh so much.
I know, he's the best.
I love him.
When you were younger, did you ever struggle with like any type of anxiety or body image or thing where you like didn't know, like dance just like was the only thing that helped you kind of like move through it?
Dance, I would always feel a little uncomfortable dancing. Like I never fit into the dance community. But all around me growing up, I mean, I was the smallest, skinniest, no boobs, no ass, little sister, like, type of girl.
Yeah.
So, like, I didn't have the boyfriends. The guys weren't really flirting with me. Or they, like, growing up when I was little, they used to, like, they just were mean to me or something. Or, like, I was just a friend, you know? Like, that was kind of, like, me. But I was friends with everybody, which was cool. But I also did get bullied a little bit, like, because of what I, like I said, the no boobs, no butt. I like prayed for an ass every day, I swear, and then I finally got one.
Yeah.
I had nothing, and I was like, and I grew up in a neighborhood where these girls were just like 11 years old, just big boobs and just filled out, and I was like the skinniest thing. And I remember that was a little struggle for me for sure.
Yeah, I totally get that. And I was just about to say, a helicopter just flew over my apartment, so we must live near each other because I think it's the same helicopter.
Was it black?
There's no windows, but I just heard this huge.
Are you towards Beverly?
I'm in Santa Monica.
Interesting. Interesting. Not that far.
That's crazy. Okay, so I want to know, Lexy, because I literally, like I said, I love twerking. I love dancing. Like, how did you create like the combo of dance and twerking? Like you said, you felt like you didn't really fit into like ballet, modern, tap, jazz.
That's why I automatically switched it over to being an exercise rather than like a dance class.
Yeah.
I was like, business-wise, I could probably make more money because it is a workout. And I think that's just smart. I'm like, oh, I can make this into a money workout. It's a dance workout instead, or it could have been a full like dance class, but it's harder for people to digest, and you're not going to get everybody in a dance class. You might get everybody in a workout class though, you know?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. That was just kind of just what happened.
Yeah. I love that. I want to know, like, there's like helicopters everywhere. I want to know, what age did you decide to start pursuing like singing, dancing, songwriting, just creating your own content and being just like your own boss?
I feel like I recently just started becoming my own boss. I mean, I've been pulled in different directions in the industry of like what to sing, what to wear, how to look and stuff like that since I was like 17, 18.
Wow.
So now I feel like I'm in my own and I actually can do what I want to do for the first time.
Yeah.
Confident and feel comfortable doing it. So it took a while though.
Yeah.
But now I feel like that's where I'm at.
That's awesome. How?
And I feel free.
Yeah.
I feel happy in me. I feel like I'm myself.
Like not confined or restricted by like a music label or something that's like,
There's nothing. I can do what I want and feel confident in it. That's been hard too, is feeling confident in doing what you want to do and making, whether people like it or not.
Yeah, that's so true.
I'm all the way there. I'm just doing what the fuck I like.
No, that's so important because honestly, you got to do what you want in life. I mean, like you have to say like, I am done thinking about what other people think about me. I'm done. Just like, do you.
You got to pay attention to maybe what people say, and some people might be right. Some people have good advice, but some people don't. So you got to weed out the difference, and do what makes you feel natural, confident, sexy, and right,
Yeah.
That's how it is.
I would love to know, Lexy, throughout your whole entire career, have you ever had a moment where you're working with an artist or something where you're like on stage and you're just like, oh my gosh, I've made it, like wholly like a surreal experience?
I guess there's been a lot of different, luckily there's been a lot of times where I felt like that in different times of my life. So yeah, there's been a couple, like Mel B was one of them, and I went to Spice Girls' house and I'm like freaking
no
out.
way.
Yeah, I was like, this is crazy. Like there's memorabilia on the walls. And I'm like
whoa.
Oh, that's one of them. There's like when I was younger though, for instance, I opened up for Keith Sweat, and he's an older R&B artist, but like that was so epic for me. And I was like, my mom loved him, but I loved him because I listened to him because my mom listened to him. So that was when I was like 17. I was super excited about it. And there's just been like, small things that I can definitely say I'm proud of, like touring France, my music, and like so many different clubs in Paris and France, like all over the world. And God, there's been a lot. I've done a lot.
Yeah. What's one thing that like you still haven't like accomplished yet that you're like, this is number one on the bucket list?
I need a song to blow up. I need my single I need a viral hit.
To go number one on the charts?
I need to get on a Billboard chart. Yeah.
Girl, you can manifest it. Just literally like write down write it everywhere. It will happen.
We're gonna get on the Billboard chart and we're gonna go up.
Gonna speak into existence. Universe, Lexy Panterra, number one on the charts.
I will take that.
Woo! I
feel that. I'm all about that. So thank you.
Of course, all about that positive energy. You can speak. Yep, speak into existence.
Happen.
Heck yeah, girl. Literally, I'm gonna start like twerking now.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. So I mean, like throughout your whole what you've done is just so groundbreaking because there's really never been anyone like you ever before who's just like, I just think what you're doing is so powerful because you've just ended like, I don't know. I just feel like for me, the town I grew up in, like I felt like the oddball out. Like I was always like so goofy, didn't do well academically, but I always was like,
that's how I was.
Yeah, I was like, am I weird or is just everyone else like, what's going on? But I felt like there's
boring.
I know, I felt like there's a special place for me somewhere and it's not here. And that's why I moved to LA because I'm like, I literally thrive in front of a camera. Like
yeah. Some people they do. So cool. I love that.
And that's how I felt.
It takes talent. That fucking takes major talent to do.
I know.
It's hard work. But sometimes it just comes to us.
I know. Sometimes you're just born with it, y'all.
Yeah. Don't be mad. Get glad.
Heck yeah. But that's just like, that's how I felt though. And I feel like your platform is so special because there are so many young boys and girls. I mean, anyone of any age, but there's just so many young people who feel like they don't fit in and like no one gets them. And whether it is dancing or twerking or just anything, they're like, you know, no one else in my school does this. So am I weird for wanting to do this hobby or go, like, this is my career?
I'm about to flash you. The views are going up now.
Woo!
Yeah, no, I didn't find a lot of people like me, I'll tell you that. And it's still even hard to find surrounding of people that are a little similar. I want to say I was born with like a confidence thing, but also I'm not confident in many ways, just like everybody else. So it's interesting to me sometimes when people come to me and they're like, you're so confident. And I'm like, what? Like, I don't feel that way sometimes, or maybe I don't feel confident at all in that scenario or situation. The fact that it comes off is that I'm impressed myself. I don't know how. And so, like, damn, that's impressive. But the fact that I do have that and people tell me that, that makes me want to share that with other people. Like, fuck, like, everyone needs to feel that way. And it's hard. It takes time. I think it takes a little bit of age. And if I felt like this when I was, you know, as confident as I do now when I was 21, 22, I'd probably rule the goddamn universe or felt like I could.
Yeah. And like, same for me. Like, I'm 24, but I just really recently, like maybe last year or at 22, I really had like, I don't know. I'm like, I've never been more confident. Like my eating habits are so good. My diet's so clean. Like my body is just like in the shape that I want it. I'm doing what I like.
Deal with yourself.
Yeah.
Well. It's about knowing your body and knowing your best and being at your best, which is the most important thing because you can't be at anybody else's best. So it's like, what does this look best on me? Does this look best on me? Do I feel better doing this? Do I feel better doing that? You know, we have to ask those questions and be honest with ourselves.
Yeah. I love that.
Then we judge ourselves for sure.
Yeah. I love that.
Which makes us confident.
Yes.
That's confidence.
It's so true. Like, I mean, I'm like, part of me is like, wait, but I've never been single for this long. But I'm like, I don't really care because I've never been this happy in my life. And I'm like putting myself first. I'm like self-care, like goddess queen.
It feels good when you can learn to do that.
Yeah.
I've always been a relationship girl. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. But you come first for sure. Then you can build something on top of that.
Yeah. That's so true. I mean, it's just, I think, and especially like dance and singing and songwriting, it's so vulnerable, but it's like you're putting yourself out there and it's just self-love. It's like do you feel like when you make a song in the beginning, it starts off, you know, this is like what I want to create the song. It's going to look like this. And then at the end, you're like I learned so much more about myself.
Oh, yeah, totally. But I don't look at songs like that, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, I go in with no expectations. I feel like whatever I want, I'll just do. And then we turn it into something maybe more. Mm-hmm. But that's interesting you say that. I feel what you're saying.
Yeah. Do you have, Lexy, like one singer, songwriter, artist, rapper, dancer, dead or alive, that you would love to be on stage with or record a song?
Rihanna. I love
Ooh.
her. She's my favorite. She's my mom.
I think she's the most stunning person ever.
I love her. I love Rihanna so much. I would love to do anything with her. I'd love to wear her Fenty attire and model it. That would be nice.
I love it. Okay, so Lexy. So I asked this question to every single guest on the show. So let's pretend for like 5 seconds that this is a radio station and it's like an advice hotline and there's people calling in like, Lexy, I'm your biggest fan. I like twerk every night listening to you. Like, you've helped me like become comfortable wearing a swimsuit. You've helped me like leave that toxic relationship. Like you have helped me like really learn to value and know my worth.
Well, girl, at least I helped you with somebody, because I can't take my own goddamn advice.
No, but that's what your stuff really does,
That's
though.
what
Like,
I would tell them. I'd be like, I'm happy you're doing it because I know it works.
yeah. What would you say to like a young girl who wants to get into the dance world and she wants to make a business off of it, or like fitness, like coming up with a clothing line? What would like your best advice be?
Don't force anything. Make sure that it's coming natural, because that's what it should be. It needs to come in naturally, the feeling, the passion, the inspiration. If it's not working, it might not even be your thing.
Yeah.
So if it is their thing, I don't think anything's going to stop them from it.
Yeah.
So I think that's a great advice, is just to go with it if you're going to go with it. If you feel like it's not something you really want, you shouldn't go for it. That's a great advice too. Some people get stuck or maybe into something they want or don't want, you know, because they don't have the pride, or their pride's too big maybe, or yeah. But if you want it, just go for it. You have to be all in, all in or nothing at all.
Yes, that's so. You're speaking the truth, girl.
It's hard, but it's go in. And that's the only option you have.
You gotta like hustle. And this is one thing I think people like, I didn't realize this. I thought once you get to a certain level, like you can kind of just like, you know, cool your jets. You are always going to be working. Like there's no like stop and rest and like, oh, I can just hire people to do that. You're always.
Yeah, always working, always. And I manage myself. I don't have a manager right now. I left the whole team, like the whole thing. So now I have my team that I've built.
I love that.
Favorite people around me.
Woo!
I know, it's the best. It's thank God. I don't have any more stress like that, but 24/7 work. 24/7. But I love it. And I like, my ideas are going, my team is good, we conversate, we communicate. It's the best. It's the best.
That's what's most important too, because as a business owner, it's just, and I think especially, you know, as a female, I think it's really important that you surround yourself with, in business and real life, but especially the workplace, like you're around like really good energy, positive, uplifting people, and not like not like toxic.
Work really, really, really hard. There's not a lot of people that are willing to put in the work. So they pretend, so it's hard. And I was always I wasn't that great at reading people and working in relationships, and I've gotten better at that because of just practice, I guess, and going through bull crap, you know?
Yeah.
It's better to learn faster, you know, but everyone has their own process.
It's important to trust your gut feelings, especially with business, because it's like, if you feel like something's off, then it is, you know, it's not just like, oh, but it's business, so it's with money, so I should put my gut feeling, like, no, it's still real.
I have such a hard time following my gut, I swear. Me and it, we're in constant battle. I'm like, that's so toxic and terrible, but like, what am I gonna do? You know, try to do the next best thing for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I think, you know, being an influencer and just like having a following and having a business and like that, to me, should be taught in school, like how to use social media as a.
Yeah. I've always said this. I'm like, they need to be having classes of digital marketing at a young age, and they need to learn all these skills too, because that's where we're going, and that's where we're at now, and that's where we're headed. There's a way to do it. People don't want to teach us this, I think.
No.
It's just easier to shove you in different categories of school and, you know, whatever. I don't know.
Girl, that's like what I think.
A million entrepreneurs, you know?
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna try to do it.
Yeah.
Interesting. You have to put in more work, maybe, you know, to be an entrepreneur, which you do.
Yeah.
Instead of working for somebody.
That's what I think. Like, I really feel like the school system, I have many opinions about it, and it's my mission in life to like change the school system.
I have a little bit of that. I have a little bit of that inside me, and I'll tell you what mine is.
What?
Mine is basically life skills. So it's like,
yes,
no one knows how to this is so simple. No one knows how to iron, like a kid doesn't know how to iron clothes if they've never done it before. And no one's teaching them. Some kids don't have moms or aunts or whatever to teach them. Then how are they going to do the interview when they can't iron their clothes or blah, blah, blah. And thankfully we have YouTube now or something like this. But life skills, how to pay your bills, how to actually do taxes, how to actually do the things that you actually have to do in life, we're not being taught that. And I don't understand why. So I always wanted to like put together some sort of free classes where the kids go to, you know, once a week, every day or something. And it's just like, learn how to do this, learn how to do this simple cooking. I don't think any school's done enough cooking classes. And that's, we survive off food. You expect us to eat out every fucking day? Like, teach me how to cook. What if my mom doesn't cook? What if my mom fucking can't cook? Like, what if, you know? I'm all about that. I'm like, this is where I stand on that.
Yeah. I love that though. Yeah. I agree completely. Like, me and you should create a new school.
Honestly, we can do a nonprofit organization.
Girl, let's do it.
Let's talk about it. We're both in LA. We'll text each other after this.
Seriously, we could spread some positivity and help teenagers like prepare them for the real stuff, not just like.
Yep, we have to because how are we gonna survive? How are kids gonna, especially in Los Angeles? LA is expensive too.
I know.
Life skills are generic, simple, normal things that we should have.
Yep, it's so true. Okay, Lexy, now it is time to get into the fun questions of the podcast. So rapid fire. Okay. So super quick, whatever comes to your mind, just super quick. Okay, so first question. If you could be any type of junk food, or what's your guilty pleasure food?
I love candy so much. Oh, all types of candy. Anything. I love desserts.
Anything specific?
I like those long Sour Patch. Those long. I just have them.
Straws.
Mm-hmm. The watermelon strawberry straws. There's flakes. There's just chocolate flakes from England. My favorite. They have them right across the street here.
Ooh.
I like peach rings. And I love gum. Any kind of gum. I'm all about it. Love gum.
Oh my gosh. Do you remember when they made like Skittles gum?
I've had every gum.
Where like I would swallow it every time. I'm like, oh, it's too good.
I've swallowed a lot of gum. I can definitely say not a good amount.
Oh my god.
Growing up, for sure, a lot of gum has been swallowed.
Okay. Okay, the last rapid fire question. So, what is the best piece of advice you've ever received?
That's a hard one. I think it's the honesty part, is to be honest with yourself. Mm-hmm. Some people look at themselves in the mirror and they don't really look at themselves and who they are. And they're not honest with themselves. They'll ignore things. They'll ignore feelings to appearance.
Yeah.
It's so blatant as appearance. Like they're even the thing they see in front of them, they can't even deal with sometimes or figure out, you know? So I think that's being honest with yourself. And then you'll start being honest with other people, which is best.
I love that.
Yeah, I got that advice for sure. That's a good one. That was recently, in the past year, I would say.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Which helped me so much. It helped me as a person. Oh my God, people need to take that advice and work it and practice it. Mm-hmm. Practice stuff. just like anything else, which I hate practice. So I'm vouching for it. Like, I hate homework. I hate practice. I don't like studying.
Mm-hmm.
But it takes time with yourself.
Yeah. That's beautiful. Well, Lexy, thank you so much for coming on my podcast. You are such a light on this planet. You are a beautiful soul inside and out.
You're making
And
me blush.
no, you truly are. You're such an angel, and like you're so sweet, and I can't thank you enough for the confidence you've given me. Like, your posts literally make my day better.
Just fuck them all. Do you, girl? Do you? You are a trophy, and you deserve to just raise to the sky.
Girl, I'm gonna do me till I'm 99.
That's what the hell. You better. You better.
I'm gonna be like twerking with a cane down the street, like.
You really fucking should. If you do, I promise your life is probably gonna be better. Just make sure you have some knee guards or something, because you never know.
Oh my God. I'll have like my denture's knee guards and like
prevention.
Oh my gosh. Now I want to do like a whole like virtual twerking.
I was thinking I need to find a company that can do that. I wanted to do virtual twerk classes, like the 3D version.
Ooh. There could be like Coachella, but like Twerk Fest.
Oh yeah, Twerkchella. Well, we're kind of naming a little similar thing like that. We have actually Twerkout class has a summer camp coming up. So we're trying to figure out what we're going to do, because normally it's in person, but we're going to do it maybe digitally. I don't know yet what we're trying to figure out now.
Yeah.
We're trying to stay in more, I guess, in Los Angeles. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, there's online if you want to do those.
Yes. And I cannot wait till quarantine opens back up, because I literally want to go to the Twerkout classes so badly.
That's going to be not for a while. Did you hear my new single?
Yes, Fall.
No, OnlyFans.
Oh my God, wait.
You didn't hear it? I'm rapping.
Shoot, I'm going to listen to that right after this.
It's really good, and it's called OnlyFans, and I did it in Petaluma up north. I did it in a trailer. I wanted to practice rapping, and I did it, and it came out pretty good. I'm pretty proud of it, and there's a music video and everything.
Girl, I heard OnlyFans is like the new Instagram. It's like better than Instagram. Like,
I'm pretty much like, I've been starting to openly, publicly speak about it, and a lot of people don't do it. Like, they don't talk about it online, so I've been pushing it, and now all my friends and influencers are asking me about it, and like, I'm managing girls on OnlyFans now, doing twerk videos.
yeah.
So I just did a song, and I'm like, I edited the video myself. It's really good, I think.
Oh my gosh. Wait, is OnlyFans better because it's like you can't you can post whatever you want. It doesn't get taken down or like.
Yeah, you can post anything. I mean, it's up to whatever you want to post, and every post, people have to pay for your post. So it's like an Instagram account, but everything's blurry, or you subscribe, you pay a monthly subscription, and then you get everything for free.
Girl, yes.
It's ridiculous. Like, it's really easy money. It depends what you do, but like, it's easy, you gotta put in your work. But
I love that. So I could literally be like, like,
yeah, if you do literally the same move in different outfits, I'm sure you could make a lot of money.
Ooh, wait, that's actually really smart.
It's a side hustle, girl. It's a side hustle.
Ooh.
Of course, they're gonna ask, some people like foot photos. They go crazy on there. Of course, they're gonna ask crazy things, but whatever the girl's comfortable doing. If they're fucking okay with doing that, here you go. You're gonna get charged for it though. Nothing's free. You're not getting our content for free.
Yeah. Ooh.
During quarantine.
Yeah. I love it. Thank you so much, Lexy, for being such an amazing guest on my podcast. Real quick, before we tune out, could we do like a 30-second twerk sesh?
Oh, yeah.
Both of us. Woo! Let's do it. Let's do it. I want to do it. Oh, my God. Yeah!
You're going to go up, up, up.
Oh my gosh, girl, your booty.
How was that?
My gosh, I love it.
Get it, girl.
Oh my gosh, I literally like want to just twerk down a grocery aisle like that.
Jojo, we have Twerkout class. Jojo does live classes every day at like 2, so you should join Twerkout class.
Ooh, yes, amazing. Fun. So Lexy, where can everyone find you on social media?
Well, Lexy Panterra everywhere, aka I go by Virgin Lex now, the rapper.
Woo!
YouTube, we got Twitter, we got Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. Find me. I do it all, so whatever you want, I'm sure you'll find.
Yes, and besides your new single, do you have any fun upcoming projects or collaborations you want to talk about?
I guess my new project's coming out, so you guys are just going to have to wait on a full EP, a rap EP.
Ooh!
Yeah, I'm excited. It's going to be lit.
Congratulations.
You can shake your ass to in the clubs once hopefully they get open. If not, you're going to be shaking ass in your bedroom.
That's amazing. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in to the Reaching New Heights podcast. And always remember, strive for more.
Stay sexy.